Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, I believe that covers just about everything we've gone over, with the exception of a couple of things I wanted to talk about as far as scheduling goes. He's now going to bed about, his last out is between 11 and 11:30, and he is sleeping through the night and getting up appropriately at around 6 o'clock. He is staying clean in his crate. He's also staying quiet in his crate, and we can redirect his noisy behavior from any room in the house now with just a deep, aggressive, quiet. And he's actually been very good. It was a really hard lesson for him to learn, but essentially what has to happen now is it's okay if he accompanies you to work, because he still has to frequently urinate throughout the course of the day, because he has to have water. We're limiting the access to water from 6 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock at night. And then after 7 o'clock at night, he's not getting any more. From 7 o'clock at night until his final out, he's still going out probably about 3 times. So he's going out around 6:30, 7 o'clock. He's going out again around 9-ish. And then he's going out again at his last out. If he has had a lot of water, like the other day, we had Puppy Palooza, for which he participated and consumed. So we had Puppy Palooza the other day, which he consumed a pretty copious amount of water. So he had to urinate very frequently throughout the course of the day, from the time Puppy Palooza ended for him, which was around 1:30, I think, 2 o'clock, until about 7 o'clock at night. Because he had tanked, we did give limited access to water, but he had consumed so much, basically there was absolutely no way that he really needed any more water to drink. And he was turning away voluntarily on his own. The rule is 2 ounces per pound of body weight, which means that in order for normal bodily functions to occur, he has to consume 2 times his body mass in ounces in water. That doesn't mean he has to have it all at one time. It can be broken up intermittently throughout the course of the day. So every time we take them out, they have access to water, and then every time we bring them in, they have access to water, and then essentially that's it. About an hour or so later, he'll have to relieve himself, so on and so forth. Pooping, he's pooping in the morning, either immediately before breakfast or immediately after breakfast. Again, around 11 or 12-ish. If he doesn't go then, he'll go midday before dinner, and then he's pooping either immediately before or after dinner. If he doesn't poop at that time, he'll poop right before he goes to bed at his last out. So he's pooping like 3 times a day. He's eating about 2.5 cups of food per feeding now. So he's up to about 5 cups of food a day. As you can see, he's grown. He's still really weedy, but his muscle tone is very, very good, and he's a hard little dog. He could probably stand another uptick in food, but I wouldn't go too much, just by virtue of the fact that what I would do first excuse me, is to do another parasite check and make sure that we're not dealing with a little bit of worming, or if we're not dealing with a little bit of parasites first, because he is eating about 5.5 cups of food a day now. And that's a lot for a young dog, but for the most part, he's consuming it. Obviously, he needs it, so we need to really increase the food there. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, guests arrive, leash and collar management. He has to sit. Instruct your guests to not interact with the dog until he's calm. No leaping up. Like I said the other day, he split my lip. I bled like a pig, a stuck pig, a bleeding stuck pig, and it was pretty uncomfortable. And basically, it was the only reason it happened was because I zigged when I should have zagged, and he came right up at my face. And essentially, he caught my lower lip and just below my jaw, and that was, because it was a bite of opportunity. So I corrected myself for availing him of the opportunity, but he was corrected also, because it is the cardinal rule: you never put your teeth on people. And he doesn't have a problem with it. He likes nipping fingers and hands. He will grab at the backs of legs on occasion. And again, the leash and collar is what prevents that from happening. You can see him bunching up and getting ready to do it, so you can stop it, just not by cranking on the leash, but actually disabling his ability to achieve his goal, which is to escape and grab you or whatever. If I'm holding the leash, there's only so much he can do. It's as easy as that. Then when he's right, good boy, instead of screaming at him after the fact, after he's done something wrong. But all in all, he's a real nice pup. I look forward to seeing more of him. Socially, he's a little tough with dogs his size or smaller, so he really needs to work on his social skills with other dogs. He has a tendency to, he will take a correction from an adult dog, but he has a tendency to instigate much more than he probably should. And I think it's because his relationship with the dog that lives below him in the house, I think that there might be a time to start making sure that their play is supervised so that you can control the outcomes of that behavior, because he does get rough and he has no problems with using his teeth.